Kurdish human rights activist Ismail Akbulut wants to prevent young Kurds from joining the PKK and taking up arms. So every day he drives to the villages around his hometown of Hakkari. First, he speaks with the village elders, like here in the mountain village of Suman, because they're the ones the young people listen to. Akbulut believes that the peace process between Turkey and the Kurds deserves another chance.
Sooner or later, both sides will have to sit down together again and talk. So why not now, before thousands are killed again?
A ceasefire lasted for 2 years, including here at the border with Iran. But now the Kurds' anger can be felt again in Suman. The village is right next to an army base.
Our sheep are up in the mountains. We're afraid that we'll be shot at when we go up to our flocks. We're really fed up. If they want war again, then that's what they'll get.
The men here say that under Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the government in Ankara has been inciting anti-Kurdish sentiment. One man accuses the pro-Kurdish HDP party, which ran a successful campaign in the elections this past June, of doing nothing about it. But Akbulut resists the negativity.
Peace wouldn't have been possible without the HDP. And what's the alternative to talks? War means that this region will once again suffer death and destruction, and no one benefits from that.
But war has already returned to the area. A few kilometers away from the village, the Turkish military set up a roadblock after a roadside bomb exploded during the night. And almost simultaneously, a small truck loaded with explosives blew up outside an army barracks. Footage from the funeral of a PKK member shows how strongly the young people of Hakkari support the militant organization, and that they're prepared to take a path of martyrdom if necessary. And often their arguments are more compelling than those of Akbulut. After all, making peace with the Turkish government didn't end the Kurds' poverty. These boys have to pile up pressed cow dung, which is used to heat their homes in the winter. The PKK has no real trouble recruiting them.
The army helicopters fly over our homes every day. People are arrested, and if you go out on the street, it could happen that a bomb explodes. We're fed up. Maybe we can't beat them, but they can't beat us either. We're talking about 40 years of repression here. This has to end some way or another.
On the streets of Akbulut's hometown of Hakkari, things appear normal. But most people are too scared to venture out at night. It reminds Akbulut of the 1990s, when martial law was in place in the Kurdish regions. The military and police tortured people, villages were torched, and hundreds of Kurds disappeared.
In 1996, this man was abducted by soldiers along with 7 other shepherds and farmers. They were probably later killed, but their bodies were never recovered. The families were able to sue successfully for compensation in front of the European Court of Human Rights. And now, once again, we're mourning civilian victims shot by security forces.
War has returned to the Kurdish regions of Turkey. And pacifists like Ismail Akbulut are rare among the Kurdish people.